Hello and welcome to this impromptu live stream given to you by me. You can tell I didn't have an intro ready, but I'm here. I'm about to school a 40-year-old man. I'm about to school a listen, I'm not going to stoop to his level. You can talk about people without having to call them names. There's certain creators that seem incapable of doing that. I don't have to stoop to that level. What I prefer to do is just to react to the things they've said and also to show themselves up. The best way to show other people what people are actually like is to hear it from their own mouths. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. And we're going to school this poor lost middle-aged man. That's what we're going to do, guys, because he really is completely lost. I've been out with my son and his girlfriend. We've had something to eat, and after I dropped them off, I thought, I know, I'll put YouTube on and I'll look to see what's on. This came up and I thought, oh God, do I really want to listen to him cackling as I'm driving home? And I thought, okay, give it a go. So I skipped all the way through the live stream. And then as I was skipping through, I saw a picture that was of my live stream from yesterday. So I thought, oh, what's he got to say? What's he got to say about me calling him out on supporting blackface? What's he got to say about me talking about the fake outrage that is currently going on in Girl World? So anyway, so I put that on in the car. I tell you what, I nearly crashed the car. I must pay attention when I'm driving. It's ridiculous. I was laughing so much. So I thought, you know what? Nothing on the telly. I've got a new series my daughter's suggested I watch. I'll probably put that on a bit later. And I'm nice and relaxed. Pouring down with rain out there. But it's lovely in my home. And I'm just going to chill for the rest of the weekend, actually. Although I'm going to get a video up. Anyway, that's by the by. Hi, Barley. How are you? Lovely to see you, my darling. And we've got Edna. Hi, Edna. How you doing? And we've also got Random Fish in. Right. Okay. It's quite interesting, isn't it? It's quite interesting. The scenarios that these people make up in their minds. It's interesting and actually quite hilarious. I just see the funny side of it. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to I'm not going to come on and just call them a whole string of things based on their age or anything like that. So I do it my way. And if you don't like it, then, they don't have to watch. I'm not telling them to watch. But it's funny, I only get 5 people in my chat, but somehow all these reactors seem to know about me. How does that work? With my 5 people watching. Rather strange, isn't it? Another thing I find rather strange is how Yomama's stream, or not stream, channel seems to be growing quite quickly, but his viewers are remaining the same. What does that say? I wonder. I wonder. Making waves. Listen, I've spent my life making waves, and I ain't going to stop now. Okay. But the beauty of having a YouTube channel is I can just do this. I can literally just fire up my live stream and react to girl world stupidity. I call it girl world stupidity because Yomama has been so far up Foodie's backside that she can actually touch his head when she opens her mouth. That's how far he's up her backside. So anyway, let's get on. Let's have a look. Asker playing with the butterfly. It's the wrong colour for Asker. Asker's actually a tabby. She's like a grey type of grey browny tabby. She's asleep on the sofa at the moment. She's fine. She's like, oh my god, mum's back on the on the computer again. So anyway, let's get on with this. Let's get on with this nonsense and just answer a few of these questions that this moron. Oh, sorry, I called him a name. Yeah, that this cretin. Oh God, another name. Anyway, that this middle-aged man has said on his channel. Let's see where we go. Come on.
To this, oh my god.
Oh God.
I guess Jan Views today.
Mm-hmm.
we should call her Jan No Views.
You could call me Jan No Views, but if you look at my channel, I think my highest viewed channel is, what is it, 17K? So yeah, my highest viewed video rather is 17K. What's your highest view? What's your highest view, little boy? Anyway, let's carry on.
Jan Views today had a lot to say about you know what's funny is when we drag Jan Views for her stupid ass comments about 16-year-olds being touched or are being, you know, molested by 40-year-old men. And they
Right, so we have to stop there, and I shouldn't have to say this because I have spoken on it, and I've spoken on it more than once, I think more than twice, and I did a video on it and I said, it's a one and done. If people cannot understand what I was saying on that video, then the fault is with them. I'm not going to stand here and go on and on and on about what my points were in that video. What I will say is at no time did I condone abuse on a minor. But let's just watch people like this that are going to try and push that narrative. Even though I think that live stream I did on it was, what, 2 hours long, was it? Where I explained over and over how I felt about it and that I'd worked with children. I've worked with teens for many years. It makes no difference because morons like, oh, no, sorry, I shouldn't keep calling him a name. Middle-aged men like this are going to try and push that narrative. Okay, carry on. Carry on.
and she was talking about Foodie Beauty being a different kind of 16-year-old.
Yeah, and I explained that in my video. Okay, carry on.
And how a 16-year-old could seduce a 40-year-old man, just utterly.
Yeah, which I stand by. There are some instances where older men can be abused by teenagers. I stand by that. But you carry on. You just keep pushing that narrative that I'm some sort of weirdo that says it's okay for that to happen. I never said that. I never meant it. But if you want to push that narrative to your hate channel, to your hate watchers, you do that. You carry on. You don't bother me. You don't faze me one little bit.
Disgusting comments that she made.
Yeah, I made disgusting comments. Okay. Do you know what? Actually, I haven't got it ready. I wish I had that little yellow vehicle, you know, the school bus. I should have that going on this picture. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do that today because I was ready to go live. I thought before I watch my programs, I'm going to go live now. So, yeah, maybe I could have put a nice backdrop to that with Yomama going back to school because that's what he needs to do. But no, he's going to tell me about myself. Okay.
And we called her out for that dumb shit that she was saying.
You called me out for that, did you? Did you really? No, what you actually did was try and paint a completely different narrative. That's what you tried to do. So, yeah, you carry on.
And you know, when somebody can't take an L, they try to they try to
What?
fight back, you know.
Right.
Because not only did I drag Jan views, but DC Media Girl Jan, she got dragged.
Do you know, in my life, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm a bit too old, as you're going to keep reminding me. I'm too old to care whether people are trying to drag me or not. I really couldn't give a monkeys. I really couldn't. So, yeah, I don't care if you think you dragged me or you think DC dragged me. I don't care. But, yeah, you carry on. Okay.
That's the point. She got dragged because she's trash, right? Her channel's trash.
Okay. And what are you then? Okay. If I'm trash, what are you? What exactly are you? Somebody who followed another person on, and then has spent the whole time trashing them because he's doing better, because his channel's doing better, because he's more articulate than you are, because he gets more views. He gets 3 times the views that you get, doesn't he? Yeah, okay. So, what are you? Well, carry on. Come on then, old man.
Trash, and people that go up on her panel are dog shit. She has more people on her panel than actually watching her. Is crazy.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And you know what? That's how I like it. As I've said so many times, that's how I like it. You may think you're doing well because you've got 300 people in your live stream. But what you don't seem to realize is on YouTube, it's about quality over quantity. You probably don't understand that. So maybe go back to school. Yeah. Or maybe have a look at Google. That might do you a bit of good, you know. Get a bit of knowledge in that head with your hair painted on. Yeah, maybe, yeah, okay. Just a thought. Hey, Bridge. Hey, darling. I didn't know this was live. I thought it was just a video. No, it's me. It's me. I'm just schooling. I'm schooling Mr. Big Man here. You know, Mr. Big Man with the little man syndrome. You know, he thinks he's all big and brave in his hug box. So there are a few things that he said that I felt warranted. a live stream, even on a Saturday. And I mean, normally I don't go live on a Saturday. Normally it's like family time, and I just, I don't bother about YouTube. But I thought, no. He warrants a bit of schooling. And I did nearly 10 years of schooling, so I think I might be able to do quite a good job. Hey, Sasha. Hello, my darling. I hope you're well. Right, so that's 5 of you in here now. No more. Can you all shut the door now, please? Can we start so we don't get anybody else in? Because, yeah, 5's enough for me because I'm too old and I'm too dusty to be able to handle, 300 people in my chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's 11. Oh, good Lord. I'll never cope. Hi, Edna, darling. I don't know if I said hi. Anyway, so let's get on. Let's hear what else Mr. Big Man had to say. Okay. Let's also school him on conversation. Learning how to speak without laughing like a hyena. Learning how to not be egged on by 300 people that hate on the same people that you hate on. And that's why I call you a hate channel. And that's why you won't be seen as anything else. Whereas my channel isn't a hate channel. I don't have 200 or 300 people in here egging me on to be mean to somebody. I wouldn't want that. But you want it. You want it. Oh, God, you want it so bad. And you want it so bad because Gorlick, who you've made fun of for years and years, and who you followed over here, remember that? You did tell us that. Is doing so much better than you. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that bitter because somebody that you've made fun of is doing better than you? Can't relate. Can't relate.
But I love people that can't take an L. I love it. I honestly love it because I love it when you try to drag me, but then you're really dragging yourself. I love that shit.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to drag you, but really, no, I lost it. Sorry. Lost it. Can't be that important. But anyway, I'm sure he'll explain. He'll explain because he's very eloquent. Very eloquent, this man.
So I guess today in her 5-person chat, she tried to drag me back after I called her out for basically you can never come back from that, talking about a 16-year-old girl being molested by a 38, 40-year-old man.
That's right. You keep on. Keep pushing that narrative. Keep pushing it. And the thing is, he's going to push it even more the more I react to him. Deal with it. I know the truth. You know the truth. People that actually listened to that live stream know the truth. But you sit there like the joker that you are, spinning those plates, scattering them all around your hated or your hateful chat. Go on, you keep saying it. You don't bother me. You don't bother me, little man.
Is okay as long as it's foodie beauty.
Another thing that they're trying to push is that I thought it was okay if Foodie was exploited by an older man, because I hate Foodie so much. What's so funny is I couldn't give a toss. I could not give a toss about Foodie. I don't hate on her. I've never done a video where I've called her out because I despise her. I've always said I don't like her. I don't like her, but I don't want her on my channel. So, yeah, I'm not really a foodie hater. I'm more a foodie disgusted by her behavior. That's it. You know, but anyway, you carry on. Yeah. Okay, you carry on. Not 14 in the chat. Good Lord. Can someone run along and tell this moron? Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to call him any names. That I've got 14 in my chat, please. Can someone tell him? You may have to sort of, if you write it down, write it in big because he needs schooling. Okay.
She tried to fight back today. And the way she fought back was hilarious because she tried to mention that I was racist for calling garlic bread a leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to use leprechaun.
Okay, guys. You're not a moron, Edna. Stop it. You're not a moron. When have I ever called you a moron? Stop it. Listen, I wouldn't have you. Listen, do you know we've been on channel? We've been on panels for months now, Edna. How did that happen? How did that happen? Listen, you know me well enough to know I don't have any morons. I don't suffer morons gladly. I give people the opportunity to speak. And there's been some people that I've allowed on my panel and thought, what the hell are they doing on here? And one of them is this moron. Oh, God, I must stop calling him a moron. I must. Okay, carry on.
As being racist towards Italians.
Where did I mention Italians? Where did I mention Italians? Okay. I take it he didn't go to geography classes either. Okay. The point I did make, and I stand by, is that the term leprechaun can be seen as being offensive to Irish people. Now that the word leprechaun, it can be, you know, it's on sort of two levels, but some the leprechaun actually comes from an old folklore that the Irish people used to believe was futurious. I've forgotten the word. It's gone out of my head. Fortuous. That's the word. Now, the story went that there were like little leprechauns. I guess if you think about it, if you think a bit about like fairies in the garden, you know, but if you ever saw one, you'd get good luck. And I think I'm right in saying that that's where the saying came from, you know, the sort of top of the morning. That came from the leprechauns. And yeah, it's an old the actual characterization of a leprechaun does stem from Irish history. It stems from Irish folklore. So that's one lesson. That's one lesson there. Pay attention. Oh, while we're at it, I was married to an Irishman. Yeah, so you tell me about the Irish. Okay. Carry on. Oh, and also tell me what real Irish people feel about people calling them leprechauns. Yeah, you tell me. Come on then, because you know so much better than I do. Don't you? Yeah? You know so much better than I do. All right, off we go.
Dude, I'm not even lying to you. She thinks that me calling garlic bread a leprechaun got to do with his Italian heritage.
This man needs to stay off whatever he is on before he comes on a live stream. It's not a good look because he's sounding even more stupid than he normally does. It's like, can I be bothered? Well, I'm here now, so let's carry on. Let's school this ignoramus.
Not that he's 4'3", but it's because he's Italian.
Jesus. I actually feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him being so ignorant and so, and so lacking in any kind of educated concept. It's wild, guys. It's wild.
I don't know, man. It's out of control. Now saying somebody's a leprechaun is racist.
What I forgot to note was that, as I was saying, there's 2 different levels to leprechaun. The other level is it's a bit like anything. If you call somebody who is of Irish descent, which Gorlick has admitted to being. He said it. He's quite open about it. He's proud of it. And I'm pleased he's proud of it. I'm pleased because the Irish also in history have suffered so much, not only from other people, but also from each other. And there was a war between Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland that raged for years and years and years, and people were killed. And then they went through the potato drought, and a lot of the Irish, fled not only to England, but also to America. And that's why in America you have a lot of Irish, because they came over. It's a bit like with my ancestors, the Jamaicans. A lot of them also fled to UK with the promise of a better life, which never happened. But they also went to America. So, yeah, okay. Are we paying attention in the back there, Yomama? Uh-huh. Hi, food potatoes. Yeah, this drunken middle-aged man has got his countries muddled up. But then I suppose in his mind, Irish and Italian written down look similar. So, yeah. Okay, let's carry on.
She tried to fucking really say that today.
I didn't try to say it, I said it because it's fact. I learnt a lot actually when I was married to my Irishman. I learnt a lot about Irish history. I was because unlike this pleb, oh God, sorry, shouldn't call him names. Unlike this pleb, I love hearing and I love learning about different cultures and different countries. I'm not just interested in where I happen to be born. But someone like Yomama can't relate to that, cannot relate to it. And as this goes on, his ignorance just becomes totally embarrassing. Totally and utterly embarrassing.
Not because the nigga is literally 4'3" and look like the motherfucker on a goddamn Lucky Charms box.
I want to just go back I want you all to remember the huge uproar, and quite rightly so, when T and Sass was said to be racist, and because she also put up, a picture of a gollywog and said, "Yeah, but we grew up with that." Okay. Did that make her any less racist? Not really. And I didn't do a big talk on it, a big, a react to it, because I don't really, I think I did speak on her a little bit, But listen, when you've been brought up in a country that has systematic racism running through its veins, you kind of, you just kind of expect certain things. Okay? Doesn't make them right. Definitely doesn't make them right. But the point I'm trying to make is this guy here, this pleb here with his shades on. Why is he wearing shades? I mean, what do we think? We look cool, do we? With our hat on backwards and our painted head. Do we think we look cool? Just look like an idiot. Sorry, there, I said it. So this guy here is trying to say that just because they're still putting leprechauns on things, that means the word leprechaun is okay. Well, let me tell you, back in the day, when Robertsons used to do their jam and they used to have a gollywog on it, do you think that was okay then? That's okay because, yeah, it was on a brand. Of course it's all right. The point I'm trying to make, and one of the reasons I'm trying to school this pleb, is to say that where some things have not been picked up on, I'm not saying that people using a leprechaun or as a brand is wrong. What I'm saying is, if you're calling an Irish person a leprechaun in a derogatory way, do you know what derogatory means? Google it. There's a difference. And the fact that you call him a leprechaun with a limp is offensive. Okay, you can laugh as much as you like. It's still offensive. And I know for a fact that some Irish people would be offended. That's it. Pure and simple. You don't understand it? Well, let's face it, you don't understand a lot. Okay, let's not beat about the bush. You weren't the brightest one in class, were you? I suspect you were the one at the back that just sat there giggling with your friends and didn't listen to a word that the teacher said. And the reason I suspect that is because of your behaviour today at 40 years of age. So, yeah. Okay, you carry on telling me.
So is Lucky Charms racist too?
As I just said, it's not racist. It's not racist if it's not used in a derogatory fashion. Okay, try and yeah. Lift your hat up for a minute. Let your brain breathe and take in a little bit of education. Okay? There we go. Let me look at chat for a minute. Hi, Kimberlina. Thanks for coming in. Exactly, hypocrisy. Thank you, Kimberlina. Absolutely. Let's see. Hi, Random Fish. I love Ireland. I did my undergrad thesis on James Joyce's... Oh, really? Ulysses. And for a hot second, I wanted to move to Ireland and learn Gaelic. I'm just trying to think if my husband could speak Gaelic. I don't think he did, but I tell you what, his accent was okay, but his family members, his father came from, I've forgotten the name of the word, Westchester or something in Ireland. That accent was so thick, I could not understand him. So yeah. I also wear shades, but I explained I do it because I hide my eye bags. Well, that's understandable because people said I look old. Oh, so maybe that's what he's doing. Yeah, do you think that's what he's doing? He's hiding because he looks older than he's 40 years. He's frightened that people are going to do exactly what he does and call people names because they're older. Yeah, maybe. Road trip to Ireland. I went to Ireland on my honeymoon. I went to my husband grew up in what have I forgotten? Tipperary. You know that song? Have you heard the song? It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. Yeah, he was brought up there, right? So, and his parents still live there. So we went to Tipperary and then we drove all the way down to Cork and then and Waterford and then where did we get the ferry back? Did we get it back from Cork? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, so I've been to Ireland. It's a lovely country. It's very laid back. It's a bit like going back in time, you know. And the Irish, I like the Irish. I think they're friendly. It's I also feel, I feel sorry for the way politics really and war has torn their country apart because it's not a big country and there's a lot of sadness there even to this day. And I mean, my husband came from um, Southern Ireland, and Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland are very different because Northern Ireland are now under British rule, and the Southern Irish do not like them. But anyway, that's another story. Okay, but let's listen to Mr. Pleb. Okay, let's listen because he's got a lot of learning to do, guys.
Now we can't put leprechauns on fucking cereal boxes no more. She's a moron.
That's not what I said. And no, you're the moron. You're the one that's uneducated. Okay? You're the one that doesn't understand anything that goes on in the world. You don't even understand what goes on in girl world. So, yeah, okay. Carry on.
she's really dumb.
Yeah,
But
I
here
am.
she is speaking on how your mama is racist for calling garlic bread a leprechaun.
That wasn't my main point. I did say that I believed calling an Irish person um, a leprechaun could be seen as racist. Yes. Do I have to explain absolutely everything to this moron? Do I? Is he really that dense? Is it my fault that I've actually got an education and he hasn't? No. Okay, carry on. Oh, let me check chat. Colonization, Jan. Do you know the Irish? Yeah. Why doesn't that surprise me? Why doesn't that surprise me? You can't pronounce your name right. Kimberlina. That's a nice name, actually. Kimberlina. Um, mm, 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 mm. People say do not fat shame, addiction shame, and so on shame. But Yomama age shamed Jan, and I don't know why he went down on the age. That was strange, I found. The reason he's shaming me for my age is because he's got nothing else. He's got nothing else. What else can he shame me for? So, like a typical school bully, he's going to go for the most obvious thing. He can't shame me for my colour. He can't shame me because I'm female. So, no, yeah, let's go for the fact that she's old. I remember when he used to go really hard for tea and sass. And at that time, I supported him, not going hard on tea and sass, but I did support his channel. And I remember doing a video actually and saying, "Stop picking on vulnerable people. What are you doing? Can't we all live and let live?" Jesus. Anyway, let's carry on with the pleb. Let's carry on.
She really tries to force this shit, which is hilarious because she's old as dust.
Okay. Oh, hang on, I missed that. See, this is exactly what I mean by the school bully. He's just laughing at himself. Wonder if he does this to his mother. I wonder. What a despicable, uneducated pleb. Oh, it's
Not
so
because the nigga
funny.
is literally 4'3" and look like the motherfucker on a goddamn Lucky Charms box. So is Lucky Charms racist too? Now we can't put leprechauns on fucking cereal boxes no more. She's a moron.
Mm-hmm.
she's really dumb. But here she is speaking on how your mama is racist for calling garlic bread a leprechaun. She really tries to force this shit, which is hilarious because she's old as dust. She just.
Oh my God. Right, okay. I'm looking at chat the same way. Sorry I played that again. I didn't mean to. We don't get that calling garlic bread a leprechaun. Yeah, I know, because he's Irish and short is being derogatory. That's the thing. And there's a part of me that thinks that he does get it, because he's trying to now say that the reason he was calling him a leprechaun was because he was small. That's why he was calling him a leprechaun. Not because he said that, he's of Irish descent or anything like that. No, he was only calling him a leprechaun because he's small. Okay. So if you're calling someone, if you're going to be insulting someone on their size, would your first insult be that they were a leprechaun? I don't think so. I think there's many other insults you could use for somebody that's small. So, but let's watch this moron try and explain it. Let him try and explain it away. Barley says, I studied this in my mind and thought, why did he choose to talk about this, Jan? And so on. There must be a reason, because not many know Jan or relate, and she ain't big part of girl world either. Exactly. That's quite interesting. I think, personally, despite my 5 channels, my 5 members who come in, my 5 chatters, I think they see me as a threat because I am educated, because I can string a conversation together, a sentence together, because I can react without swear words and throwing out insensitive insults. And I think they don't like that. They can't relate to that. So that's where they'll come up with, oh, well, you're just old. You don't understand. You can't play enough. I don't want you over here on my channel because you're too old. It's because of the type of person they are. They feel inferior, and they show their inferiority by just hurling obvious insults. That's exactly what they do. But hey, never mind. It gives me a little bit of content. Not that I want my channel to be full of this garbage, but I pay for StreamYard. I might as well use it. Right, let's see. It's like calling a little person a munchkin. That's derogatory. Oh my God, you've taught me something, Fupa. I didn't know munchkin was derogatory. I call my grandkids munchkins. Tell me. Tell me about that. I didn't know. He has to get it because he just was talking to Foodie about using goblin. Yeah, and granted, these are older slurs and maybe goblin more pervasive, but still sort of applies to apples. Yeah, exactly. He's dumb. He's 100% dumb, but he thinks he's clever. He thinks he can talk back the things that he said, put it that way. I need to be schooled. I need to be schooled about Munchkin because I use it. What? It's because Jan won't parrot what they want. Yes, exactly, Sasha. And I never have done. Never have done. Never did when I was young. And now I'm old as dust. I'm not going to start that. I agree with what you said now. Well explained. Thank you. I do try. I do try. Well, Munchkin is derogatory if you're a dwarf. I didn't know that. Well, thank you, chat. Thank you. But then I don't think I would sort of say it to an adult. I just call my babies my little munchkins. Doesn't mean to say I'm calling them little dwarfs. Oh, but I've learnt something today. Oh my God. I like that. I love learning things. Call your grandkids that, Jan. It's good. Thank goodness for that. Oh my God. And there's people saying that I don't like to be told. I don't like to be dragged. Couldn't give a monkeys. Drag me as much as you like. I'll just do a react and put you straight. That's all I'll do. You don't scare me. You don't intimidate me. I know what his game is. And, he can keep going on about how I defended the older man in what happened with food. No, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. But you carry on. All right. Let's see what other gems he's got to say.
Doesn't get it. When you get dragged, you get dragged.
Okay.
You don't know how to drag back. You're not on this level. There's levels to this shit.
To be honest, I don't want to be on your level. Even at your age, I wasn't on your level. At your age, I was, let me think. At your age, I'd had another child, which was my 4th, and I was in a good place. I had my own home. I had my friends, and we used to go out very regularly. And I had a good life. And I've continued to have a good life. So, no, I don't want to be on your level. Thanks very much. But no, you stay down there. You stay down there and I'll react when I need to. All right.
But I'm gonna keep entertaining it because you're easy. So go ahead.
I mean, I'm easy. I'm easy. This guy has no clue. Oh, thank you, Fupa. It's okay if I'm saying it to my kids. Oh, good. Oh, God, I'll just make sure never to say it around people of, who are vertically challenged. I'll make sure I don't say that. You enjoy me dragging him. He's easy. Like he's just said, he's so easy. And the reason he's easy is because I do it, what's the word? Methodically. Yeah. Google that, Yomama. Google it. Okay. I don't have to read off my chat like you keep doing to get the points that you're saying validated. I don't need to do that because I'm strong enough as a person to stand by what I'm saying and to stand by what I'm doing. But you're not like that, are you? That's why you keep looking to your chat for validation. Don't you get much of that in your real life? That's actually quite sad. That's really sad. I can't imagine having a life where I've not been validated for anything or where I've not been validated for achievements in my life. Because I've been validated quite a lot in my life, and I don't need a whole bunch of haters validating me when I go live. So even though I only have 5 people in my chat, I have 5 top quality people. I have 5 people that will call me out, like Fupa called me out and said, "Oh, be careful who you're saying that word to." I've forgotten what the word is. Yeah, be careful, Jan. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I won't use that again," because I do like to learn. But yeah, but I love the fact that people that come in here have a brain and I can learn things. They love calling me out. Look, as Sasha says, Sasha loves calling me out. And I'm quite Edna calls me out sometimes. I have Edna on my panels and we just don't agree on anything. Not a thing. Where is this book about level? I would like to study the levels he means. I know. It's actually quite sad. It's yeah, I can't be bothered to. Maybe I'll touch on it a bit later, but yeah, no, as I said, I don't want to be on his level. Thank you very much. You stay down there, little man. I like to think she's just a bit stupid, really.
Right.
But what do we think? Because to me,
Yeah.
it all seems a bit
Yeah, they are outraged by it and speaking out about it. Half of them have
okay. So, firstly, we're gonna put this on.
Talk to me.
Dooby dooby doo. Oh, that one.
Uh-oh. 5 gifted. 5 gifted. Hey, Steph with the 5 gifted. Jam Views wouldn't know what. Jam Views wouldn't know what 5 gifted sound like.
Oh dear. You wouldn't know what an orchestra playing one of your songs sounds like, would you? Hey? You wouldn't know what that's like because that's in real life. That's what I've achieved. So, yeah. Do you want to come back with something else? Or are we just going to sit here and act like you're 12? Actually, no. My grandson's 12 and he acts more adult. No, I'll go down one. 11? Yeah, okay. You carry on. Mm-hmm.
She's never had 5 gifted.
Mm-hmm. And you've never been validated, have you? You've never really achieved anything in your life, have you? And that's rather sad. Okay. I was going to say something else, but then I'll get tired. Oh, you can't say that. So I won't. Right. Okay. You're a moron too. No, you're not, Edna. You're just a bit away with the fairies, and you know I love that. That doesn't bother me. Other people don't seem to understand that, but you know, you're your own person, and I respect you for that. You know, so yeah. But you know, the funny thing is that these people, these people on this level, this level of his, these people can't seem to understand that you can get 3 very different minds on a panel who have the ability to have quite serious conversations. They just yeah, they on their level, they can't understand that, guys. So yeah. Can't be bothered. I'm not going down to that level. Nope. Not me. Capone, what? Your mama said Capone is a troll in your chat. I do not believe this. Capone is a troll, but knows who to be with and who not to. I never saw Capone writing anything trolling. Yeah, listen. Remember what level it's coming from. That's going to be our new thing, okay? When we talk about levels, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I trust Capone implicitly, the same as I trust, each and every one of you that come in here and say, and speak in my chat. All 5 of you. I'm grateful for that. And if I stay with 5 people on my chat until I turn to dust, although some people on a different level think that I've already turned to dust. Yeah, if I just stay with five intelligent people in my chat, I'm happy with that. Happy as Larry, as they say over here.
She's probably she knows.
Okay, so we're still giggling away because we're so funny. We're so funny coming out with these childish insults to an older woman. Oh, I'm so funny, and I'm laughing because my chat is so funny as well. I'm such a superstar. Okay, whatever. Right, we're going to go over that because, yeah, he starts dancing away to that. We don't want to be... God. Yeah, we don't go down to that level. Okay. All right. Chins up, guys.
Jam views for the 5 watching.
Okay, we're still going on about it. Okay, how long was that? 10 minutes? Okay. All right.
It's Bridge and Edna. There you go. Why do those two morons keep going on that stream? I don't.
Because they're on a different level to you. That's why. Because they're both interesting women. Because they both have stories of their own. Because they don't spend their lives up somebody's backside because they want clout. Because they recognize somebody that they can have a conversation with. Okay, enough said. They'll end up with big heads, and they're bad enough as it is, guys. Listen, it's a struggle having the both of them on. They're always bloody coming down. Listen, yesterday I felt like I was like on my back foot. They're always coming for me. Oh dear. Water seeks its own level. Yes. Yeah. Do you know what? I used to love Bruce Lee. Oh, I thought he was wonderful. I used to love the Bruce Lee films. Anyway, I'm not being... Who was that who said that? Random Fish. Stop getting me distracted. I don't want to be distracted. I've got to stay on this. Bridget and Edna. Bridget and Edna are not more morons, my guy. Exactly. But then they're on different levels. They might care about Jan. You think about that, Yomama. Yeah. Listen, he doesn't understand that. Bridge, Edna, and me, says Barley. Oh, I know, darling. Yeah, but you don't want... Listen, you're on a different level as well, sweetie. Just remember that, okay? And when you do your reacts, do it on a different level. Yeah? Okay, let's carry on.
I don't even understand. Nobody gives a fuck what they say.
Nobody cares what we say. I think they do. Because it's weird. Because although we've only got 5 in the chat and 100 views, we still manage to be spoken about by just about everyone. Why is that? Why is that? No idea.
5 watching. Shout outs to her for it. Oh man. But she wants attention. We're gonna give it to her. We're gonna give you the attention.
Oh, thank you. You're gonna come up to my level, are you? And give me attention? Or are you gonna stay on your level and just keep telling me I'm old and dusty? Let's see. Let's see how it goes. We got somebody else in. Hi, Hippie! Hippieista! Nice to see you, darling. Right, let's see what this gem of information is has got for us.
We wanted it. Oh man. So here she goes, saying that me calling garlic bread a leprechaun is racist. Here we go. Roll it.
Doobie doobie doo. Oh,
here we go.
That one?
Yeah.
I've got to stop singing. I've got to stop singing on live. It's difficult for me because in my real life, I'm always singing. And I was never really a singer. I'm not a professional singer. I did sing in one performance in one show I did, and I don't know how I got away with it. I don't know how the audience stayed. It's just a complete mystery to me. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I must stop singing. Oh,
That one
yeah.
right there.
First of all, we're going to put this up, which is
Yeah.
a Yomama stream
Yeah.
where he was reviewing
Right.
Sala's attempt at reacting to garlic bread.
Talk to me.
Now, garlic bread has said, that he's of Irish descent.
Right.
So everybody goes around calling him, a leprechaun.
So,
how old are you? How old are you that you laugh at nothing? What was funny about that? Oh, maybe I need to get down to his level to realize that. Who knows? Who cares?
anybody in that's Irish descent, if you call them a leprechaun, that's racist. First and foremost, I don't call
hang on a minute. What, Edna? What? How many streams are we viewing? Only one. All right, I'm taking my time. Stop it. I'm taking my time and I'm doing it on my own, so I'm not distracted because I need to listen to what this fool says. Okay? Just put him straight. Just school him a little. I know it's been a while, but I was a very good tutor. Very good. Thank you for the music, for all I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Yeah, I like a bit of ABBA. My brother's coming down to London to see ABBA. Just so you know, Edna. Love you though. You know I do. Right, okay, let's see what this idiot
garlic bread leprechaun because he's Irish descent. I call him a leprechaun because the man is literally 4'3".
Yeah, right, okay. How adult does that make you sound? And we've already gone over this bit, so let's move over this bit of shite. No, come on, let's see.
Because she got dragged.
Oh, here we go.
Talking about a 16-year-old.
No. So how many times has he brought that up in this live stream? The falsehood that I said that it was okay for an older man to abuse a minor. How many times? Didn't happen. So shut it. That's what I'd say. Just shut it. Stop painting with that false narrative because just like everything else you attempt to do, it's a disaster. Absolute waste of time. So, okay.
Being different. Talking about a 16-year-old being able to sexually seduce a 40-year-old man. All because I called her out for saying that a 16-year-old girl cannot sexually seduce a 40-year-old man.
You called me out, did you? You called me out because you're so knowledgeable. You're so knowledgeable on everything. Yeah? You've worked with children. You've worked with teens. You've worked with victims of crime. You're so damn knowledgeable. I don't know how that cap sits on your painted head. Good Lord, man. You should be walking around with a star above your head. You should be. It's insane. Right. Okay. Yes, you came from a hard childhood. I did. Foster, and you made yourself many children and a grandmother of many, but yet you think, like he says, sad. You think, yeah, below the belt he went here. Do you know he can go as low as he wants? Do you know how much it actually means to me? It doesn't mean anything to me. Because he just proves how stupid he is. I'm sorry. If he can listen, if he can believe what Foodie says, getting back to the blob, the Canadian blob, if he can believe anything that comes out of her mouth, then that doesn't say much for his intelligence. That's all I should say. Maybe I should go down to his level. Yeah, we like levels. So at the moment we've got angles, levels, and what was the other thing? What else? Can't remember. Anyway, that's Yomama for you.
She comes back with this dog shit. She's reaching.
Am I?
Because you're trash. You're too.
I'm trash. Am I? Am I? I think that might be a bit of self-projection. That might be a bit of projection because you've got such a low self-esteem. Maybe, come on without your shades on. Show us the bags under your eyes. It doesn't matter. We all know we get to a certain age and, our face isn't as smooth as it once was. And, you get dark under the eyes. Well, I'm sure your hate chat will still love you and listen to every word that comes out of your mouth. I'm sure they will. So, yeah, okay, carry on.
Too old for this. You're not even on a. It's too easy.
It's too easy. It's too easy. We used to have an advert that was, it's too easy with Squeezy. Anyway, look at the way he's just looking at his chat all the time. He so needs that validation. He so needs those people like Nicole Y saying, yeah, yo, mama, yeah, you give it to her. And he needs Fifi saying, yeah, mama, Jan's a moron. Oh, how dare she say that about, child molestation. Oh, sorry, that's a long word. Google it. Yeah. But yeah, you still keep getting that. You keep getting that validation. You poor middle-aged man. Anyway, let's see any in the chat. Da, da, da. What have I done wrong, Sasha? You're insulting Yomama SGF. Jan, tut. What's SGS? I'm a boomer. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't come for me, Sasha. There are strong, intelligent people here. Exactly. There are, and I'm kind of proud of that. We may be low in numbers, but we are strong in spirit and intelligence. Oh, dear. What? It meant his girlfriend? What? Meant girlfriend. I was insulting his girlfriend. Who? Oh, what? The blob? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's just embarrassing. I'm telling you, it's so embarrassing. Oh, my God. And the way he squirmed. The way he squirmed when she was coming out with those words. It's like, oh, my God. Oh, never mind. That's why I'm quite glad we're not on that level, guys. We're not on that level. We never have been. We never will be. Most of the chat do not care about Jan, that covers Hussy and some other dude and her artwork. Just the mods know what he speaks about. That was my point, to make a group of intelligent people. Yes, but I got stupid along the way and got caught up in the troll game. At least I admit it. Do you know what, darling? As I've said to you before, listen, you can still go off on a different path. It's not easy because if you've already got a following of people that are only interested in girl world, it's difficult. I mean, it's like with my live streams. They're only interested in, girl world. And that's why I throw them a little bit of girl world on a Friday. It's like, here you are, hungry people. But I really want, I want people that are interested in lots of different things in my live stream so that we can have, real sort of proper conversations, Oh, a bit like Yomama. Yeah, because he has really decent conversations in his chats. Yeah, okay.
There's no getting out of you saying that. There's no getting out of you talking about an underage girl.
Oh my God. Move on, man. Listen, if you can't understand it, then the problem is with you and your miscomprehension. What happened when you were in your English class? Did you not go to comprehension lessons? Were you not taught the differences in sentence structure and how, some people will say something and you need to try and decipher what they're actually saying? Did you never learn to do that? Well, that's not my fault. Okay. And you spelling it out to your audience, like I think this is the 6th time in this video, only makes them haters. Don't you understand? It doesn't make them free thinkers. I don't have haters in my live streams. They might hate in different chats. I don't know. I don't follow them around. Sometimes I see an odd one and it's like, oh, okay, so you act a little bit different over here. Doesn't matter. I don't give a toss. Because when they come over to me, we have proper conversations. Okay, hang on a minute. Who's this? Just Freezing. Just Freezing is in there saying, hang on a minute. No, that is pure by accident. Stanley, Jan is wilding. She said 16-year-old girls are promiscuous. Oh, dearie me, Just Freezing. That's a disappointment. But we live and learn, guys. We live and learn. And I stand by it. There are some 16-year-old girls that are promiscuous. Get over it. Doesn't mean to say that I think any of them should be exploited or taken advantage of. I'm just saying a fact that over here, 16 is the age of consent, and some 16-year-old girls are well aware of it. Put it that way. Right, hang on a minute. You missed the Canva design. All right, I'll try and get one up. It's hard because I'm too busy, like going down to like different levels. Do you know what I mean? Different levels, going down to different levels. Yes, Just Freezing is a regular. So that's quite interesting that she's taken that stance. But hey ho. Freezy and Stan are my friends. They go too far with jokes and trolling, even with me sometimes. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But there you go. That's life, We live and we learn. Okay.
Being sexually assaulted by
Oh,
a
move
40-year-old
on,
man.
man.
There's
For
no
God's
talking.
sake, you're boring the life out
They
of me.
literally have marches with clovers, leprechauns, and gold.
Oh, no, he's going to give me... Oh, no, he's going to tell me about the Irish because I know nothing. Remember, I know nothing. All right? I wasn't married to one. I've not been there. I've not learnt an awful lot about Irish history. But no, I know nothing. Okay, yeah, Mama, you school me for this 10 minutes.
And leprechaun.
When you can stop laughing.
Have you ever been down to Boston where they have marches?
No, but I've been to Ireland. I've also learnt from my husband, ex-husband, I must say. I've also learnt from him a lot of the history of Ireland, a lot of the law in Ireland. I've also learnt about the troubles in Ireland. And as a compassionate person, I feel bad for the Irish people, Southern Irish people, because they feel that they've lost a part of their country. I also feel bad for the Northern Ireland people. But anyway, why am I trying to tell you? You don't know. You know, you don't want to learn anything, do you? Because I mean, you've got to like middle age and you're still like as ignorant as shit. So there's not much point in me explaining things to you. But yeah, carry on. You tell me.
They literally have marches with clovers, leprechauns, and gold. They literally embrace that shit. What the fuck are you?
The thing you don't understand is, yeah, they certainly do. And I know, like, when Irish go to like football matches and, you know, sporting events, as Irish people, they quite often have like a leprechaun hat on and you know, dress like the folklore character, which is a leprechaun. Okay, I understand that. Okay, now the point I'm trying to say to this ignoramus is, if you call somebody that you think is Irish or of Irish descent, if you call them a leprechaun or a pikey or anything like that, it's derogatory. What part of that do you not understand down there in your level? Why don't you understand that? Jesus, why am I having to explain every tiny little thing? Maybe because he goes over and over it so many times. So tedious, guys.
You might be the dumbest person on the internet next to FFG. Y'all.
No, I think you are. And I think this video is proving it. This is proving it. But carry on. You carry on telling me about something that you know nothing about, just because you've seen people in like St. Paddy's Day celebrations wearing like Irish traditional clothing and some going dressed as leprechauns. Do you not realise that because of folklore, a lot of the Irish people do dress as leprechauns, because leprechauns are generally seen as a positive. They're seen as something that gives them goodwill. Do you understand that? Yeah, okay, I'm sure you do, because, yeah, you're on a different level. Yeah, you're on such a different level to me.
It's two idiots. They literally embrace. Have you ever listened to the song Get Down? You know, House of Pain, Jump? Have you
So we're now going to bring in a classic, actually. House of Pain, it is a classic. It's a very good song. Jump Around. I've actually used it on videos and been, you know, copyright struck for it. I'm very familiar with that. You can't tell me anything about music, man, okay? You can't. But I've also listened to a lot of Irish music. Do you know like the Irish Rover? Do you know that? Most of the Irish songs that I've listened to are what they call, oh, what did they call them? Anti-British songs. Listen, I'm the only person that can marry somebody like an Irishman that hates the British. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So anyway, I used to hear, what do they call those songs? War cry sort of songs. Yeah. So yeah, but you carry on telling me. You keep telling me about music, because yeah, I'm sure you know a hell of a lot more about music than I do. And also, tell me about the Irish. Tell me a bit about their history. So, no, there's some, oh, what do they call it? The Irish Rover. Right, I'm going to check that out. Oh, hang on, I can have a look on my phone. Right, what do they call that? Those type of songs. Let me just put it in my phone. Irish Rover. Irish Rover. Irish Rover, sung by the Dubliners. Okay. I can't play it because then I won't be monetized. Not that it matters really with my 5 viewers. What is the meaning of the Irish? Well, okay, I'll read it to you. What is the meaning of the Irish Rover song? The song tells the story of a ship, the Irish Rover, setting sail for America. The ship is packed with passengers from all walks of life, including sailors, farmers, women, and children. Along the way, the ship encounters many adventures. It is shipwrecked, attacked by pirates, and caught in a storm. Right, so the Irish Rover song, oh, it's a right, it's Celtic Symphony, an IRA song. The whole that's a different song, unless they call that the same thing. Yeah, I wonder whether he's heard. Yeah, it's a bit like a sea shanty, but it's very anti-British, Sasha. It's Fields of Athenry, an IRA song. But he never shouted IRA. The song is sung at Gaelic games. And yeah, what this moron doesn't realise is because I was married to an Irishman, who was who was anti-British. Doesn't make sense, does it? And I also had a son. I also had his son. So my son has got more Irish blood in him than he's got any other blood, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting, really. I wonder how he'd feel if someone called him a leprechaun as he walked down the street. I wonder. Oh, maybe I should ask Yomama. I'm sure Yomama would be able to explain it all to him. Right. I'm not going to go right into the Right, hang on. Open up. Right, I'm not going to go into the detail, into the history of the Irish because it is very, you can, there's an awful lot. Right, the Irish Rover is an Irish folk song about a magnificent ship. Oh, it doesn't say. I wanted to hear. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but it's a very poignant song. That's the point I'm trying to say. It's a very poignant song for the Irish, for the Southern Irish. Okay, but let's hear about Jump Around, House of Pain. Jump Around.
Ever listen to that song? Go watch. The most famous Italian song is House of Pain.
I think that drink's hitting. I think the drink is hitting him at this time. If he thinks, 1, House of Pain is Italian. 2, if he's just got his countries muddled up and he thinks House of Pain is the most famous Irish song. No, it's not. Try the Fields of Athenry. Try that one. Or try the Irish Rover. You may have a point there. But House of Pain? No. Not when they're jump around. Jump around. No. Oh, dearie me.
I came to get down. I came to get down.
Yeah.
Get out your seat and jump around.
Yeah.
Jump around. The whole song is them embracing the clover, the leprechaun.
Oh, is it? Is it really? Oh my God. Oh, how's he got to this age and still be so dense? I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep saying it, but okay, carry on.
They embrace that shit. Just stay across the pond. Please.
Oh,
Stop talking.
don't worry. Don't worry, I will. Actually, no. I may be coming over in August. and I may be coming over to LA. But don't worry, I'll let you know when I'm coming, and then you can go and run and hide under a little bridge somewhere. Okay? Because the last person I want to see, if I do come to America, is you. With your painted head and your cap on backwards, like you're a 5-year-old boy. That's the last person I want to see. Okay? All right. I'm going to have a quick break because I've run out of drink and I need to go run and get it from the kitchen. So I'm just going to play a little musical accomplishment. I don't know what I've got on here now. I don't think I've got very much on here. But anyway, here we go. I'll see you back in a minute, guys. And I'm back in the room. I'm back. Now, one of the things, how does this stop? Let's stop. Just stop. Just stop. Thank you very much. Now, one of the problems with being as old as dust is when you go to get a drink out of the fridge and you can't open the top. That is so annoying. Tonight, my drink of choice is, what's it called? Moku grape flavoured drink. That's it. That's what I'm on. And it's got chunks of grape in it, which means I should probably be chomping away on my drink for the rest of the stream. Oh. Anyway, where were we, guys? Where were we on this level? What level were we at? Let me see. Okay, let's go.
Talking about American culture when you have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You Google.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Right, let's go back. Let's go back. Here we go.
This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Go ahead.
For Irish people.
Irish people.
So one
Is it really? I thought it was just kind of like a funny meme.
Edna, shut the fuck up. Edna, shut the fuck up. Do not question Jan View's moronic fucking. Do not question this shit. Edna was like, I thought it was just a funny thing. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. It's my channel.
It's quite interesting, actually, that I can have two grown women, not grown ass women, as he would say. I get two grown women on my panel regularly now, and I love it. We can sit and we can chat. We can be silly if we want to be. We can be serious if we want to be. But I think the one thing that runs through, the one thing that runs through is respect. We have respect for each other. I wonder if Yomama has that down there on his level. I wonder. And I also think it's quite interesting that he never has anyone on panel. He made a mistake. He must have been well gone. Made a mistake to have somebody on a little while ago, but that's the first person he's ever had on panel with him. I wonder why. Probably that inferiority complex of his, eh? Probably that, isn't it? Because we know how he acts when he comes on panel, don't we, guys? Yeah, he acts like the moron that he is. What can I say? What can I say? Before I go on, I'm going to check you. Going to check you on in chat. What's that about a gun? We're not talking about guns, Sasha. Gets me worried about going. Thought you were gonna say what? Thought you were gonna say you get this dusty. You gotta hydrate yourself. Yeah, I should have said that. I missed that one, didn't I? Missed it. Yeah, true. Agnes does speak her mind, even if I don't agree. Exactly. And so does Bridge. We all do. I mean, I know if I've said something that the girls don't agree with because they just go silent, and that's fair enough. Although sometimes Bridge may say something, you know, it's like these people on this level, can't comprehend the concept of an adult conversation. Weird that, isn't it?
I say it's derogatory. It's derogatory. You're a moron. You're a moron. You're old. You're dusty. You don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, really? So how did I get old and dusty? If I'm old and dusty, that means I've had a life, doesn't it? Do you want to know anything about my life? Because I'm not going to tell you. I don't speak to people on your level. Do you understand? I've tried having you. I'm talking to him directly, guys, okay? I'm looking at that musty old face here. I've tried to give you an opportunity to speak like an adult, to have an interesting conversation with both myself and Bridget, and also I think on another panel, can't remember. And you just acted like an out of control 6-year-old. That's how you acted. You contradicted yourself constantly. You spoke the most ridiculous amount of rubbish I think I've ever heard from an adult man. So yeah. Okay. Carry on.
You don't even know that you're getting dragged. But go ahead.
I mean, not.
No, it's not.
I don't mean funny and whatever, but
Can
you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of.
Can you see the screen?
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, can you see the screen? I circled it right there.
That's what's called editing. Yeah, Mama. That's what's called preparation. You know, because when I do my live streams, I like to prepare. I haven't really prepared for this one because I didn't know I'd be coming down to your level today. But usually I prepare. Google it. Let's see. What's in the chat? He really doesn't watch entirely, or else he would see Edna butting in to correct Jan. She does it all the time, Sasha. I'm going to have to bowl her. She doesn't. She's like, no, Jan. Well, Jan, I think that is. Listen, I don't mind that at all. I'm not holier than thou. I don't think I know everything about everyone. One of the reasons I like both the ladies on is because they are intelligent. I like intelligent people. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I like intelligent people. I don't like people on this man's level. Okay. There's plenty of them. Plenty of them. Trust me.
Let me read it.
It's a derogatory anti-Irish.
It's anti-Irish now? Leprechauns?
Oh, God.
Don't they have whole ass marches in Boston with goddamn clovers?
Oh, God, we're going over about this again. Oh, this is getting tiresome. We're not getting anywhere with it. Okay. It's funny how they think it's only Jan, though. I know. I'm the leader. And nobody's allowed to speak. It's just... Oh, God. Come on, hurry up, you
and
boring
leprechaun.
part. Come on. Does he talk about anything else?
Have you ever been down to Boston where they have marches? They literally have marches with clovers.
Oh, stop it. You're just so dense. It's embarrassing now. You're just embarrassing yourself. Goodness sake, go and get an education, will you? Right, let's move on to this. Right, okay. Just move on to this, guys. Let's go.
She tried to say that I was racist because I was trying to say Allah was dancing with a white guy.
You did actually say that. You did say that. You said, look at the way he grabbed the white guy. Do I have to find it, Yomama? Because I will.
I never said that.
Okay. Let's do this then. Are you 5 people all right there? Are you still there? Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can find it. I'm going to look at my one because he's just so incredibly boring. I can't be bothered. Right, let's see what there's about. All right, stop talking, Jan. Right, now where's the bit where I think you'll find... Now, where are we? We had a good conversation last night, guys. It was good. I had a good old chat with the girls. I wouldn't let them talk. Right, now, where is it? Just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm kind of puzzled why he keeps coming for Jan, Bridget, and Edna. I know, especially when there's only 5 of us. I mean, leave us alone. Stop picking on us. I think he just wants to bring us down to his level. That's what it is. Right, okay, I'm ready. I'm really ready. Here we go. This is what he said. All right, even though he's going to say, he didn't say it. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Stop lying. Stop lying. Liar, pants on fire. Right. Okay. Here we go. Do dance together. And they do show affection to each other. I mean, has he not been on TikTok and seen other Middle Eastern men dancing?
No, because like I have an ex that he was in the military, and he was telling me about a time when he went to Spain and went to a club in Spain, and like all the guys were dancing together, and he is just like, what the hell is going on here? But that's what...
Guys, can you just tell me you can hear this? Can you hear this? Can you hear it? Yeah. Guys, tell me yay or nay. Can you hear? Good. Okay, carry on.
They did. Yeah, all the guys would dance together.
Yeah, and I tell you, I mean, the Greeks do as well. I mean, my one of my daughters married a Greek man, so I had like a English wedding and a Greek wedding on the same day. Oh, it was great fun. We spent more time in the car than on the bloody wedding. Anyway, and in their culture, bye, happy. Bye, hippie. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks for coming and joining the conversation. Lovely to see you, darling. Have a fabulous weekend. Culture, the men all dance together. There's actually a dance in the wedding ceremony that is just for the men. So I just don't like the way the suggestions that Yomama was making, and I think not only in a cultural way, I think it was offensive, but I think it was also homophobic, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know, I think you have to be careful when you're online, you know, what you're saying, because you do and you can offend people. And I try really hard not to. Listen, I'm as blunt as...
This is y'all Lord and Savior right here. This is a guy that's going to save y'all from everything. And I show this because this is not his first time. Now, we've already seen in the past.
Right, hang on a
It's a
minute,
lot.
guys. I've missed the bit where he says about the white guy. Where was it? Was it at the beginning of that? Let's see. Was it there? Right. Okay. Look at the hatred on his face. He's a bit mean. Of a distraction in the background, so we'll have a look at it like this. So this is a video that I found. I think I've got it lined up properly. Where he's talking on Allah. Now, he was actually quite offensive in this video, but I think I wanted to sort of stick to the theme, which was being, you know, problematic about different races. So, but I think I'll just play it through so that you can have a listen for yourselves. Okay, let me know if you can hear it, guys.
Allah here. Allah.
No, it's funny because I don't think he mentions this in this live stream, which is quite interesting. I wonder, maybe it's because it's proof that he's a hypocrite. A hypocrite. Okay, carry on. Did you hear that? Now, what is the thing that he always plays about FFG? The way she said something, and you know, he says that he said that she mocked the
It's
land.
like Hamadan, right? Instead of
Yeah.
Ramadan.
There's Edna coming in with the wrong answer. Edna, pay attention, Missy.
She says Hamadan or yeah.
Yeah, no, there's something specific, and it was when he was saying about Foodie, coming into Canada, and FFG said that she was going to go with a lot of Muslim women, and she made some sort of sound. That's the bit that he was trying to say was racist. And here he is doing exactly the same thing, but he's not surrounded by Muslim women. Yeah, okay. I've forgotten what it was when she says something and he goes on and on about, you know what he's like. He's like a dog with a bone. So, that's probably his problem. Maybe that's the only bone he ever has. Who knows? The thing here, exactly the same thing. So let's just go back to the beginning, because I think also it's like we were saying, Bridge, about him painting narratives. And I didn't realize he did it until recently. But let's just play that again and then we'll stop when he's said that thing again. But I just think the way he paints things is very problematic, really. I mean, in this, I would say that he's almost homophobic. Okay, so let's have a listen.
Oh, this is your God and Savior right here. Trust me. Shakira. Shakira. Oh, I never knew that a damn man can dance like this.
He needs to stop singing. It's just awful. Oh, and laughing.
Allah. Y'all defeated with the hips moving though. You got the moves. You got the moves. Go ahead, man.
Right, let's stop that. Right, it's what he says here, I think. Oh, hi, Terry. This was on, oh, darling, I can't remember now. I think his last one. He doesn't put my name in it. Interestingly, I could have ended up with more than 5 people. Right, now, Allah is obviously one of these type of dancers that dances from the hip. Now, if somebody dances from the hip, right, the bit I'm trying to to find is the bit where he says white guy. I can't find it. Just take it from me, guys. Otherwise, we'll be here for like 4 hours and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So let's just go back and see. I don't think he plays it. I don't think he does. But let's go back down to his level again, because we've got to remember I'm on different levels. Okay, this one, Terry, is called Zachary Michael Fights Fat Phobia, and he's spelled fat phobia wrong. What a surprise. He's spelt it wrong. Right, I've left this up. Sorry, Barley. I don't think it was homophobic. I think he simply is too American and has no education about other countries, cultures, and so on. I forgive him for this. It's not homophobic. Yes, I kind of I do agree with that. But I think you know, whether it's not homophobic or not isn't really, well, it is the point, but it's also that he just shows his total ignorance here. As you say, you put it all in the right words there, Barley. I applaud you. It's about his lack of knowledge on other countries and other cultures. I think I did write something up on about that somewhere. I've forgotten now. But yeah, that's exactly it. I think there is, I mean, in my opinion, I think there is some homophobia there, but I can fully understand and accept what you're saying as well, Barley. I think, it's fair enough. If you don't see it as homophobic, then that's perfectly fine, darling. So let's go. See, that was the bit I was trying to find. Trust me, guys, he said it. I'm not going to keep you much longer though, because this is going on forever, but he did say it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said anything. And you don't need to call him the M word there. Yeah. Okay. If we're picking at things, yeah, you don't need to call him the N word. Right, so here he is. This is why he's got his glasses on, because I reckon his eyeballs are rolling around in his head here because he knows he's got caught out. That's why he's got the shades on, guys. But you did say something like, you were singing it. You said something like, come over here, white guy, white guy. You said it. Okay. If I have to find it and play it back to you, then I will. But I don't lie. I'm not a liar. I don't think I misheard. I'm fairly certain on my level, okay, I'm fairly certain that on my level, that's what you said. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up. Where did I come up with that? I just like pulled it out of my arse. So yeah, keep your shades on. But I can see your fervid brain, your fervid brow there. Yeah, okay. It's called hitting the nail on the head. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, absolutely hilarious. We can all do that. We just choose not to. Once we get past the age of 6 or 7, we choose not to act like that. But okay, you carry on. I'm sure on your level, that's acceptable. All right, carry on. Well, that just shows your ignorance. That just shows your total ignorance and lack of education. Okay, so maybe if you looked outside your garage, you would see a whole new world. Why not get on a plane and fly to Europe, or get on a plane and fly somewhere outside America? You know, you might be able to have some form of decent conversation then without acting like a 6, 7-year-old. Just saying, just saying. So why did you refer to him as a white guy then? Why did you refer to the other guy as a white guy? Now I can see why he wears the shades. Look at his eyes, guys. Oh, and I've realised you can't see it. Oh, no. So good at this, guys. So good. You think he wears the shades because it is easier to hide emotions. Do you think he has emotions? Yeah, I've just realised I'm such a twat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think he wears the shades because it's easier to. I also admit to this, and also his studio has so bright lights. Why? Yeah, that's quite possible. I still think it's because he's a middle-aged man and he thinks he looks younger when he's got shades on. Yeah, those of you that didn't tell me that it wasn't back on screen, I might have to bar you, and then I'll only have 2 people in chat. So there. Hey, Capode. Hi, darling. He's gone to Mexico and Canada. Oh, he's well travelled, isn't he? He's well travelled. Listen, I expect nothing more from you, Edna. Nothing. I must stop laughing. God, I sound like I'm on his level. And I'm not. I'm not on his level, guys. Trust me.
I don't care what kind of man it was. It was the fact that he was thrusting his hips on another man.
No, he was dancing with another man in close proximity with another man. He wasn't doing a slow dance with him and grinding on him or anything like that. He was just dancing with his hands in the air and wiggling his hips because he likes to dance that way. Jeez, you're dumb.
but somehow I'm racist because I was saying that Allah was dancing on a white man.
No, what I said was you, and I think I can't be bothered to find it. I'm bored of it now. Yeah, we know what I said. You can try and paint it any way you want, but you're no artist. You're no artist. You're no artist with a paintbrush, and you're no artist with your mind. Your mind is so blinkered and so singular. I mean, you might want to Google that. Your mind is so singular, you can't possibly think of anything else. It's linear. Another word for you to Google. But anyway, okay, carry on what you meant.
And that's why I was so upset. This is so weird.
That's why you were so upset. You were so upset because you thought that Allah, beg pardon, was dancing in a suggestive manner with another man. That's why you were so upset. Oh, okay. Even though you knew that Allah is in fact a married man and has a few children, because if you remember, I don't know if you remember, you were slagging him off because his Filipino wife lives apart from him. Do you remember that? So, okay. Oh, interesting. I just want to just quickly address Capone. I hope you're having a better day today, sweetness. You've been hibernating. So have I. No, I haven't. I'm lying. I was out and about. But tomorrow I'm hibernating. Definitely. I've got everything I need in my home. I've got a new series to watch on Netflix. And yeah, I'm also hibernating. I hope you're feeling better today, my darling. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. He lives with his wife, but his children are growing up in the Philippines. Oh, right. Okay. But you know, I remember this person on this level, his level, was speaking very badly about that situation. And although he did apologize afterwards, um, he did speak it. He did say it. So yeah, okay, all right. You tell me about myself. Go on, carry on.
I mean, it's weird.
Point that he's trying to make in this
The
is
point.
that Allah,
Yeah.
who is an Arab man,
The
is
hips don't
coming on
lie.
to this white man. Now, yeah, no, look at this face. Like, oh no, I wouldn't lie. Of course, I wouldn't lie. No, not on my level. On my level, we don't lie. We don't. We firmly believe everything that everybody says to us. We don't lie. Okay. So yeah, okay. So I made that up. Yeah, okay. I may have to find that and just put it. I'll probably put it up as a short. Okay. Here we go. That to me shows so much ignorance because although he's quite pale, he's not a
quite pale.
white man.
Who the fuck in that video said anything about him being white? I never mentioned.
You. Okay? Prove to me otherwise that you didn't say it. Oh no, you can't do that on your level. I'll do it, okay? I'll prove that you called him a white man. All right? I think you may have sung it, but you definitely said something about white boy. Come to me, white boy. Something like that you said. All right. Short memory. Maybe your cap's on too tight. Maybe, you know, maybe you put too much paint on your head. Okay, never mind. Let's move on.
Him being white at all.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you see what I mean? And if you look at his complexion next to Allah, it's very similar. And it's also very it's quite interesting that he's not shown any of the shorts that I put together today. Why is that, Yomama? Is it because it shows you for the type of man that you really are? Is that it? Why don't you dress them? Waiting. I'm waiting for you to sit there and pull faces like you are now. Listen, there's a saying. Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. All right. Especially when they're on a different level to you. Silly, silly little man. Let's look at my chat. Sometimes it does not matter how loudly you yell the truth. People will still choose to believe what they want. Even if truth is in front of their faces, they won't care. Exactly. Exactly, Capone. We all say some shit we regret on YouTube. He did not do his own research. He was hasty. Always. Story of his life. But I think what happens now is he's got a lot of little minions that run around and send him clips and send him that and do that. Do you know what? I'd rather just do everything myself. But then he doesn't need, his minions know exactly what he's looking for. So yeah, they go up and find it. He recognized and apologized, but he still makes mistakes due to his ignorance. Yes, he does. It's insane. It's insane. And he has the nerve to sit there and try and school me. The second one was a real laugh. Sorry, guys. The first one wasn't. Right, where are we? Egg sucker. You not heard of that? You not heard of that? Yeah, that's an old saying. Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Okay. The guy may have been white passing, but he wasn't a white guy. Exactly. And that was the point. That's why I picked up on it. But he's now saying, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. No, you're too old and you're too dusty to understand. I didn't say it. You're not on my level. Ah, all right, smarty pants. So
Mhm.
it's like, why is he so dense? I just don't understand it. Probably because he acted like this at school. That's why he's so dense. I don't think Yomama put his hand up very often in class. Put it that way. Doopy doopy doo.
That's the reason why I was playing the video. Look at this man thrust.
It's the way he dances. So what? It's the way he dances. Why put your own interpretation on it? And it's an interpretation that is warped. Why do that? It just shows a total lack of culture and understanding and education. I had to cut that out of my video, that bit, because it was copyrighted to something, whatever. So yeah, that was a bit annoying.
In them hips.
Now, Allah is obviously one of these type of dancers that dances from right. I think that's probably about it. What's this bit here? Are we still coming up with BS? Are we, yeah, Mama? What BS you coming out with now then? Let's see. Let's see.
To be funny, this man is hip thrusting in the middle of a Best Buy with 2 security guards watching.
Oh my God. That's where your brain goes. And that's the issue, guys. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with this twat. I can't be arsed with it. But I think I've shown everything that I wanted to show. We've had a bit of a chat. It's 2 hours and I wasn't even on here with Edna. Goodness sake. How can I keep blaming? How could I keep blaming Edna? Anyway, guys, you have a fabulous weekend, whatever you choose to do. As I've said already, I'm going to be chilling, kicking my feet up. Yeah, we have to blame Edna somehow. Come on. You know what our Edna's like? Sweetheart she is. She's an absolute sweetheart, and she's never never understands me. But what I like about Edna is she respects me, and that's why I respect her. You know, respect goes a long way, guys. Try and sort of remember that, and I'm trying not to be condescending. Oh my God, I do sound condescending sometimes, and I really don't mean to. I think it's just that I'm old and I'm dusty, as your mama says, because you know he'd know about that, wouldn't he? Interesting, isn't it? That a middle-aged man knows about dusty women. I wonder why. I wonder how he knows so much about dusty women. I'll leave you to ponder on that. And I'm going to see you next week, guys. You take care of yourselves because it's a rotten old world. And just enjoy your weekend. Okay. Thanks for coming in and having a bit of fun with me going through this. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.